Hello, welcome to another edition of In the Paint. I'm Rocco Nuosci, joined this week by my friend and colleague Rob Polinsky, pinch hitting for Marissa McNees. We'll hear from Marissa later on in the program, though. She will bring us our first Federal Savings of Lorraine Teams of the Week. But before we get there, Rob, lots to talk about over this past week in Lorain County basketball. I want to start on the boys' side of things. Lots to discuss here, and I'll kick things over to you for that.
Well, thanks a lot, Rocco. And if you go back to last Friday, the Amherst Comets did something they haven't done in 29 years, and that snapped the league drought as far as being a champion. So congratulations to the Amherst Comets. They end their 29-year drought. They are SWC champions. George Gotsis, Ty Weatherspoon, Pat Bray. They've got a good team. They've got all kinds of different ways that they can beat you. And congratulations to the Comets. That's awesome. 29 years. Rocco wasn't on the earth the last time they won the SWC. I didn't even work at WEOL the last time they won the SWC. That's how long it goes.
You can't say that about much. So.
No. Elsewhere in the league, North Ridgeville snapped a 3-game losing skid, and they had a Tuesday night win over Keystone. We had that one on WEOL, a really good game. Jake Boyner had 6 threes in the second half to lead the Rangers to that victory. Avon gave Medina a run. You might have seen it on SportsCenter. They made the top play of the night in the country. Unfortunately for Avon, it was Medina that made the play as Corey Tripp had an awesome dunk. Congratulations to Corey and the Medina Bees on that win. They won 77-69, but talking to Mike Fitch earlier today, he was explaining to me he thought it was a great game for his team to get ready for tournament play. So why not play a non-conference game like that?
Yeah, and that's a tough one, right? Medina, they are not short of talent in their own right. Avon playing some decent ball there in the SWC this year. I think that was a good test for them the other night.
And how about another game winner for Gavin Dobbins? What he's done in Outdoor in his career has been incredible. And on Friday night, they defeated Clearview as Gavin has been dominating all year. Going into Friday, he was leading the county in scoring at 26 points per game. So props to the Patriots. That's a big win for them to defeat Clearview.
Yeah, and Gavin Dobbins, he's been dealing with double and triple teams now at this point of the year. If you're playing open door, you know their offensive attack. It's get the ball to Gavin Dobbins and let him work. Still does a good job setting up teammates, still doing a great job finishing through traffic, and had another game winner.
And I know a lot of the talk in the LC8 this year has been with Keystone and Firelands and Columbia, and deservedly so. Keystone won the league going 13-1. But how about Oberlin? They deserve some credit. They've gone 12-4. They've been playing really good basketball of late, and they are right there in the LC8 standings, right behind Keystone. But they've won 8 straight games kind of quietly. Trajan Chambers, he joined the 1,000-point club, and he is the 9th player to do so in Oberlin Phoenix history. So congratulations to Trajan. And Ty Locklear is also playing well for Kurt Russell's team.
Yeah, Oberlin playing some fantastic basketball right now. So that will do things for the boys' side of things. Thank you, Rob, for the insight there. Looking at the girls' side, it is tournament time. That is officially underway. It's the best time of year for basketball fans, no question. And tournament time did start on WEOL Saturday, this past Saturday, I should say. North Ridgeville hosted Elyria. Coach Amy Esser's team getting a win there. I had the call for that. North Ridgeville, definitely a team to look out for this tournament. Amy Esser has a very good team. They'll be playing Barberton, I believe, Thursday night at 7. So that should be another good one. Freshman Grace Kingery finally got going in that fourth quarter against Elyria. We'll see if that can kind of kickstart more offensive bursts from her throughout the tournament. Moving right down the line here, Midview girls over in the SWC, they picked up a win over Brunswick, 48-42. Division I District 4 semifinals there. They did not have Olivia DeFranco the first time around against Brunswick in the regular season. They did have her for the tournament game, and she definitely had a big impact there, scoring 18 points, grabbed 13 rebounds, a double-double effort from Olivia. They will play Westlake Thursday night at 7. That game will be on a WEOL. I'll have the call for that. Should be a ton of fun. Moving down the line here, the Firelands girls, crowned Lorain County League champions, so congratulations to the Lady Falcons there. They lost just once in the regular season, but they kind of have a 3-headed monster that can hit you in a number of different ways. Abby Schmitz, Madison Sutton, and Megan Sutton, very good performers for them this year. Bella Simmons also doing a lot lately for the Lady Falcons, so they are a 12 seed, and they'll be playing Worcester Triway. I believe that's a Thursday night matchup on that one, Rob. And rounding things out here on the girls' side of things, the Elyria Catholic girls, we've talked about them quite a bit this year, up and down at different points. They are a 2 seed in Division 3. As of now, I believe they're still awaiting the winner of West Salem Northwestern and Black River. EC girls did fall in the GLC title game to Rocky River, so here's hoping they can bounce back for a nice tournament run. So that does it for the boys and girls sides of things here in Lorain County. Let's kick it over to Marissa McNees for this week's first Federal Savings of Lorain Team of the Week.
Thanks, Rocco and Rob. And hello, everyone. Welcome to a special at-home edition of our first Federal Savings of Lorain Teams of the Week. Two really good teams this week and two SWC teams as our teams of the week. Starting with the girls, not actually a lot of girls games played over the past week, some cancellations, and with the tournament coming up, I think a lot of teams just decided to rest rather than try to scramble and schedule a game. And so one of our teams that did play was Avon. They beat Berea Mid Park 40-32, still in second place in the SWC behind a really good Olmsted Falls team. So for that, we're going to give our girls team of the week to Avon. For our other team of the week on the boys' side, how could we not give it to the Amherst Comets, snapping that 29-year conference championship drought? We talked to Coach Pat Bray on our Saturday morning sports wrap-up show on WEOL this past weekend, and just really an exciting celebration for the team, a lot of emotion behind that win. Really just a talented team all season, and we've seen that pay off now with a conference championship. So for that, we had to give our boys team of the week to Amherst. Thanks again for everyone for tuning in for my at-home edition of our first Federal Savings of Lorain Teams of the Week. Back to you, Rocco and Rob, in the studio.
Thank you, Marissa, for giving us this week's first Federal Savings of Lorain Teams of the Week. Rob, I'll kick things back over to you, man. Let's take a look at what we have coming up on the air schedule.
Thanks a lot, Rocco. It's a busy schedule, as one might imagine. Thursday night, Rocco alluded to it earlier. He'll be over at Westlake. It's the Midview girls at Westlake. Should be a really good sectional championship game. On Friday, boys regular season, two league champions go up against one another. We don't have that happen every day. It's Amherst at Keystone. That'll be a boys game Friday night. Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock, we'll turn our attention to the girls once again. It should be a really good game at Cuyahoga Heights. It's the 5th seed Columbia Raiders going over to Cuyahoga Heights to take them on that Saturday at 1 in the afternoon in another girls tournament game. Saturday night, we're either going to have the Vermilion girls, should they win, in their tournament game at 7, or we're going to have Firelands at Amherst to wrap up our boys' regular season coverage. That's all coming up for you this weekend.
All right, lots of action without question. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
And that will do it for this week's episode. We thank you for tuning in. Rob, thank you so much for
My
joining
pleasure.
alongside me here today. And again, that will do it for this week. For Rob Polinsky, I'm Rocco Nuosci, and for Marissa McNees, thank you for tuning in again this week. We'll see you next week on In the Paint.